What's up, y'all? It's your girl Chanel from Complex to Simplicity. I hope that you had an amazing day today, and I'm so glad that it's the end of the week. My birthday's in 2 days, July 29th. I'm so excited. Lord willing, I will be 34 years old. Excuse me, you all. My contacts are drier than ever. It's hot in this house. And I'm ready to celebrate with my loved ones and have a great time. So that's kind of why I haven't been on with my usual schedule this week. My job, we were being audited as well. So I was dealing with work as well as figuring out and finalizing birthday plans. So I apologize. I knew that I had to jump on today and make sure that I check in with you and hit you with a quick vlog before the weekend definitely gets crazy. I'll try my best to kind of give you snippets of what happened on the birthday train. But if you really don't see me much this weekend, give me a pass, y'all. It's your girl's birthday. So I wanted to come on quickly and talk about Power, which pretty much all of America has been watching, and probably outside of America, and Insecure that just started back up with season 2 this past Sunday. So I'll start with Power. What did y'all think about these episodes? I believe it's already been 4 to 5 episodes already into the season. Are you with it? Are you into it? I'll speak for myself. I'm loving every minute of it. I am so glad that Ghost is out of jail. I knew that he would come out of jail, but my emotions were still on a serious roller coaster, if I'm being completely honest. Even though I kind of figured that obviously he's going to get released at some point. He's not going to get the lethal injection. This show still has a lot more life to it. If I'm being honest, I think that the writers are so amazing because my emotions are oh my goodness, no, this can't happen. Proctor can't not be his attorney. Oh my gosh. Tommy and Lakeisha, they smashing? What? Oh my goodness. Tariq need to get smacked upside his head and act like he knows who he is and where he's come from, and that his parents love him and have taken care of him and have given him a great life and have sacrificed a lot for him and his other siblings. Get it together. I'm gonna need for Kanan to get what's his out here, and I'm gonna need for Tommy to stop letting his emotions lead him to making rash and irrational decisions. I'm gonna need for Keisha to continue to hold down the fort like she's been doing. I'm gonna need for Angela to have several seats, even though I'm glad she let her moral code and compass have her do what was right, because she feels some kind of way with Ghost. Why? Because she loves him, and she thought that their end all be all would be them riding off into the sunset together. But as I always say, if you're involved or you're married, it's not easy to just walk away from your family like that. So for those of you single people out there involving yourselves with married people, please just know 9 out of 10 times it may never and will never result in your favor. You know what I'm saying? Most people are not going to walk away from their family situations, and marriages are complicated. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad, that she allowed her moral code and her values to say, let me do what's right, even though this man hurt my heart and stomped on it. Let me do what's right and make sure that he does not go to jail for something he didn't do. Furthermore, die because of the death penalty for something that he didn't do. I'm going to say to you, like I said to my husband and some of my coworkers, I felt like that white dude in prison with Ghost I feel like he's Tommy Egan's father. I've said this from day one, and I think that that's actually what's going to unfold. That's one thing that I also love about the writers for this show. There's so many different sub-stories within the ultimate storyline, right? So you have Tommy Egan, potentially his father being locked up with Ghost, right? You have, of course, the Ghost and Angela saga, right? You have what seems like Tasha may start dealing with the black attorney who took over when Proctor was kicked off the case. That hug was a little bit too long last week, y'all. That may be something. You got the Lakeisha and Tommy smashing romance happening. That's something. You got the Tariq and Kanan and all the drama that's going to come with that happening. You got Dre out here being shady, and now it seems as if Julio knows that Kanan is alive and he's going to go back and say something, right? You got that storyline happening. What else we got? so much within the whole show. And so, yes, it has my emotions constantly up and down on a roller coaster, y'all, because the writing is just that good, and the actors and actresses are bomb in delivering the hell out of their roles, right? So it all makes for a good recipe. I love that Power mirrors what really goes down out here in these streets, y'all, in the drug game. What happens when you've lived a fraudulent life, illegal life, but now you want to be legitimately on the up and up out here, which is Ghost and his club Truth. Now you got the other white dude that he was fighting with that club, who was doing underhanded things and trying to buy the club from him, back in the picture, trying to weasel his way in. I was very disappointed to see that Tasha took the bait and potentially called him because money may be needed. Sometimes when you make deals with the devil, y'all, you never get out. So I'm hoping that she comes to her senses. So it's just so much going on. I'm so with it. Once again, if my eyes look googly, I'm sorry. My contacts are drying up and I don't want them to pop out of my eyes right now. Insecure. Oh my goodness. Such a great first episode to kick off the second season. They picked up right where they left off, so we see Issa in her non-for-profit job, trying to get these kids to utilize the services that they're offering, trying to make a difference. I can understand that because I've been working in the nonprofit world for 12 years and worked with children and families, so I get the push-pull with certain things. It was cool to see that she's still side by side with the young lady who's been working with her this whole time. They seem to have gotten a rhythm where they work well together now. Molly is still doing her attorney thing, and she's, I guess, going to deal with the fact that there's a white male attorney who is her colleague, who seems to be making a lot more money than her. So we'll see how that story unfolds. She's still single out here trying to figure it all out. Issa's dealing with the fact that she's missing Lawrence and wants him back, and at the same time is dipping her toe in the dating pond and seeing how real that life is. Lawrence is out here smashing and having a good time with that banker chick. I think her name is Tasha. But you still see, even though he may be getting his sexual needs fulfilled, that emotionally he doesn't seem to be that connected to her, that perhaps he still has some unrequited feelings for my girl Issa. You see her same friends that were in the first season. Issa was like, I'm missing Lawrence. Every time I reach out to him, the only texts he responds to is when it's with regards to the apartment or his mail. So one day when she goes to check her mail, she sees that he has gotten a jury duty summons, which of course is very time sensitive and very important mail, right? So she contacts him right away to let him know so he can come get it. And she plans what she calls this wine down party, which I thought is a dope idea, where of course wine is the drink of choice. And everybody comes and brings their +1, a way to network and get to know other people, right? For the single folks out there. And so she's like, let me have him come when I seem like I'm doing good out here, I'm happy in life, things are going great for me. Why did she think about this notion? Because her friend Molly, when they were out on a hike, was like, you know what? A lot of times your man will come crawling back to you when he sees that you're doing all right without him. And so Issa figures if I have this party and he comes to get his mail and he sees I'm clearly doing all right without him, that's going to make him want to come right on back home to mama, right? Wrong. He ends up reneging and saying that he's not going to make it, because he ends up taking out Tasha, the girl who he's sleeping with, on a date. The reason why he ends up doing that is because his friend, whose house he's crashing at, is like, yo, you only deal with her Friday through Sunday, like you're just smashing the poor girl, like why don't you take her out on a date? And because Lawrence ultimately is a good guy, that probably affected his moral code and conscience, so he takes her out on a date and tells Lisa, I can't make it, I'll get my mail another day. The whole episode ends with him randomly stopping by unexpectedly. You can tell that she probably just had gotten home from work or wherever, because she's still like in her work shirt but in her drawers, walking around the house. I do the same thing too. I be around this house exposed all the time. I never wear clothes here, right? And so she he knocks on the door. She realizes it's him. It's like, oh shoot. She answers. He comes in. She gives him his jury duty summons. He then says that he got stuff in the bathroom he needs to get. I'm like, what you got in the bathroom you need to get? You're just trying to low-key sneak around to see if there are any remnants or evidence that there's been another man in this house, to see what's kind of going on, being nosy. That's what I think. But either way, he goes, and as soon as he comes back, he makes it seem as if he's gonna leave, gives her a kiss on it, like I'm about to leave. And out of the blue, he drops his things, kisses her, throws her on the couch, and they proceed to get it in, y'all. And of course, it's an intense, quick session. And then he goes to the bathroom, washes his hands, gets himself together, picks up his stuff, kisses her on the cheek, and says, I'll see you later. And it's like, what? I'm sitting in my house like, wait a minute. So he just done came, got his mail, picked up some other things, got some, right? For a couple, maybe 3 minutes, and then bounces. And so it ends with her expression seeming confused, seeming happy, at the same time seeming like, did I just get played? So they set up everything very well for the new season. It seems as though he is going to be conflicted and probably still do him. I think Issa in the next episode is going to find out that he's actually sleeping with someone else. He's dealing with that other girl and is now going to proceed to try to be out here in these streets doing her. There's a scene where she's asking Molly, can you teach me how to hoe? Meaning, can you teach me how to have casual sex with people out here, right? Teach me the game. And so she may be on her own rampage out in these streets, y'all. And I'm curious to see what happens. Will the road of Issa and Lawrence meet in the middle by the time the season is over? Or will it be where they just meet other people? Is Issa gonna continue to flourish and give her great ideas for her job and working with these kids? Will Molly finally get what she feels she deserves as far as pay? Will Molly find love? So many different questions. So I'm enjoying. Sundays is real. All these shows come on Sundays. I'm watching Claws, that comes on Sunday. Power on Sunday. Insecure on Sunday. I feel like Ballers. It's so many shows that come on Sunday. Whatever's on Bravo TV, I'm watching that. It's just so much. So many shows that I forget. I'm even behind on Being Mary Jane, and y'all know that's my show. So I'm over the weekend in between celebrating my birthday, when I get some downtime, I'm gonna be watching some Being Mary Jane to see what's going on over there. So it's just a lot. TV's really good right now. I'm glad that scripted, normal sitcom series, drama series are coming back. It's actually, to me, better than these stupid reality shows that I watch. So I'm into it. Let me know how y'all feel. Are y'all feeling the plot line and story when it comes to Power? Tell me what y'all feeling. Insecure, did you think that this was a great first episode to kick off season 2? Holla at your girl. Thank you so much for the love and support. Continue to rock with me by heading to ComplexedSimplicity.com. Until next time.